Hi everybody, and welcome back to my BatFink build using the Mr. Gasser kit from Atlantis. Here's the before and after shots of the figure. All I have to do now is making the cape, so stay tuned and see what I did. As you saw in the last video, this is how I made the pouches for his belt. Here you can see some of the detail in his face, although I think I'm going to redo the pupils of his eyes. They seem to be too small. I had a couple of ideas to make the cape for my BatFink. One was using plastic sheet, thin plastic sheet, but stuff I have would probably be too brittle. So I thought I'd try this sort of paper napkin. It's a little bit heavy duty. I folded it over. I think I doubled it over a couple of times, and then I brushed on some of this Elmer's glue. It's like the white glue, which is clear, with a little bit of water, and I just brushed it on, soaked it on one side, turned it over, and brushed it on the other side. And I got this, and it set for a couple of days, and it was still fairly flexible. It's stiffened up a bit, but it's still flexible. And so I fan folded it, folded it back and forth on the pleats here, on the cutouts to make pleats, and then I clamped it between two popsicle sticks for a little while, and it seems to be working okay. So I was thinking of using that for the cape, and I'll prime it and paint it to match the figure, and glue it on his shoulders, and see if that'll work. I think that should work fine. I'll find out. I guess we'll find out together soon enough. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, when I took the napkin and I was brushing the school glue, they call it here, Elmer's glue, and mixed with water on it and soaking it with that, I had it on a piece of wax paper, and it set for a couple of days, and I was able to actually peel it right off of the wax paper to get this effect here, and then I folded the pleats into it. So just forgot that step along the way there, just doing it on the wax paper, and it actually worked, that it didn't stick to the wax paper, and I was able to peel it off cleanly. I'm back again, and if you remember from the previous video, I took one of these sort of paper napkins, and I made it into the cape, and cut it and covered it with white school glue mixed with water, and then I cut it into shape and fan folded it. Then I painted it with the Vallejo gray primer, and then I airbrushed the craft paint, the blue, ink spot blue, over it to match the blue on his costume. So now it's just a matter of fitting that on and gluing it in place, gluing his hand on, and I think I'm finished.